Okay. Yeah. Cool. So we're going to do a couple things today. We've got our review session, which is going to be a pub trivia style review that we're going to do. And then I've got a couple different eval things that you can fill out. I will have to leave the room for that because I don't want to be here when you're doing your class evaluations. One of these evaluations is actually about the gray water stuff that we've been doing in class. Like this is supposed to be a big ongoing project, and it's essentially asking you, are you liking working on a bigger project as a class? Do you want to see more classes where you've got multiple courses that have one project that is like an interconnected through line for everything? I don't need cameras on, my God. Because like my next classes that I'm teaching, bioinformatics, we're going to be using the Gray Water Project on that extensively in that class, as well as environmental engineering. I think we're going to try to create a remediation strategy for some of the gray water stuff and see how well we can clean it. So it's not just a one-off thing, but like we have so much potential to do bigger projects that would span multiple classes, multiple professors. Um, for this part, please just take one, pass it along. I'm going to ask that we just do pairs and trio here. We'll do that. Pairs are a trio because we've got so few people.
Okay.
I only need one of these sheets back for like my reviewing scoring of things. But you get to keep one of them, hopefully for your own notes, just to like go over everything. So come up with your own team name. If you want, just let me know who the members of your team are. So you could be in the running for donuts later on. Okay, we do have another person. Cool. I'm gonna break your team up. Antonio, do you like either Antonio and Ava, do you want to work together, or like do you two and then like you two? I don't care, but like pairs. That's the theme is pairs.
Oh, okay.
Great. Morning, Antonio. I'm gonna ask you two.
Okay, we're together. Oh, I see. It's our team. For this. Oh, I'm just scared. I'm gonna throw you out again. This is you, right? Yeah.
Amalia, if you're actually playing along and you would like to be the option of getting first pick of donuts, you can send me an email and there's a logical break in the middle. You can send me the first email for the first half of this and the second email for the second one. That is my best way. If you wrote everything in chat, then everyone else is going to see your answers. Sorry, so don't do that. You don't have to play or like right now. The last week of classes and you two are just knowing each other's names. Oh my God.
Not good with names.
Okay,
Icebreaker activity.
I guess. All right. So the way this is going to run is I've got a little stopwatch timer here on my phone. You're going to get about 30 seconds for most of these problems. So you're going to have to work pretty quickly and try to make sure that you're keeping up. You can write as many little notes as you want if you want to like come back to the question later. At the halfway point, when you have decode the riddle, I'll collect your 4 sheets and um I will give you your initial halftime score back. The categories are going to be definitions, what's the trend, lab prep, there's a decoding a riddle, name that equation, true, false, acronyms, symbols, and units. Ananda helped me put this together, and Ananda has seen your final midterm review. So these are hopefully pretty relevant to all of this. I went over it and like tweaked it a little bit, but like, yeah, this should be a really good summary for you. It's less math intensive than your actual like midterm review is going to be, but like that I think you should expect. Sounds cool? All right, let's get started with definitions. So what is the definition for the amount of heat needed to change the temperature of a unit of mass? The amount of heat needed. You are welcome to use any of your notes that you have in class, but you got to keep up with everything, especially your cheat sheets that you have for next class. Like that would be, I'll give you like another minute just to like get things out if you want.
Is there gonna be a definition part of the exam?
Was there like a multiple choice something last time? Yes, there was multiple choice. This time it's more fill in the blank.
Okay.
All right. Got your notes out? Cool. Number 2, the sum of each gas's pressure equals the total pressure. What is the name of this law?
Wait, we're allowed to use our notes?
I just said that, like, and gave you time to pull out your notes. You just got to move quickly because
Golden.
you get 30 seconds for each one, and then we keep moving.
I totally got this. Totally got this.
What is the sum of each gas's pressure equals to the total
I
pressure?
will find it. It does exist.
All right, number 4. These always produce protons, or H plus, when dissolved in H2O.
True.
What is going to produce H plus when it's dissolved in water?
Am I?
All right, number 4. Number 4, the entropy of a pure crystalline substance is 0 at 0 degrees Kelvin. What's the name of this law?
I feel like I just saw this.
Keep it going.
Yeah, oh, you already got it.
All right, number 5.
So.
The original 2D model of atoms and their electrons.
Wait. Wait, I think we know this. Got it. I don't know if it was written down, but I don't know where it says.
What is the name of the original 2D model of atoms and their electrons?
Those. Getting some.
Number 6.
No.
These accept protons from others. What's the name of a substance that is going to accept a bunch of protons?
I don't know. But what if? But what if you want? Well, then it's slowly done. But what if it was?
All right. So for your next set of questions, these are all going to be periodic trends. There are multiple trends that can be associated with each of the different things. All you have to do is tell me what the trend is and whether it's increasing or decreasing ultimately. Whatever the best trend is, that represents the order in the order that I give you the things. Make sense? So a lot of staring at your periodic tables and trying to figure out the elements. So let's go into first question for trendy. What's the trend?
That way.
What that mean, Charles?
Could be anything.
So
They're all
we-
chemical.
do we say like what the trend is, or do we just fill in the next one?
You need to tell me what the trend is. Whether it's increasing something or decreasing something. There might be multiple trends that apply.
Writing that.
I remember all the lines.
I have some of them.
Yeah, I was in very different places.
We're gonna be good. We're so good. We're so straight.
Just whatever the trend is that is going to best describe these elements. All right, number 2 for what's the trend? I'll give you like a minute on these ones because they take a little bit. Actually, this one's pretty easy, but what's the trend for these elements?
You get extra points if you write more than one.
Sure.
Really?
No.
No.
You can write more than one thing. So, like multiple things do apply for all these because that's just how the trends go.
Okay.
But you just have to at least have one that is correct. All right, next one. What's the trend?
Switch it up. It starts with people this guy, this guy, this guy. Aha.
Like if you got this one page of notes, you're golden on this, but
Uh, uh, because this is the most. No, this is the least.
all right. Number 4, what's the trend?
Great. Look what the number.
Cool. Number 5, what's the trend? You need another 20 seconds on this one. All right, last one for this section. What's our trend?
That's true.
All right, we feeling good? Okay, the next section of this is going to be lab prep. It's going to be a bunch of questions that would come up and be related to your lab work. So if you've got your lab notebook ready, you might be pretty good. You won't really need it too much for this. It's just 6 questions. You'll get 30 seconds for each of these. Cool? All right, lab prep. Give me the scientific notation of this. What is this expressed in scientific notation? Number two, I'm making a 5 molar solution of ammonia in a 100 milliliter bottle. I want to my gosh, make a standard that has a concentration of 0.25 molar in 6 milliliters. How much should I pipette? Love seeing my typos.
Ugh. I should be so good at this. Thank you.
There might be hints on the board already.
Um. Microliter. Oh. Bro. Yeah, can we get a moment, please?
Yeah. All right, we good on this one? We're gonna move along. The next ones are easy, so you can come back to this if you got time. Number three, what's the name of this?
Oh, brother.
Brother is not actually a lab protocol. What's the name of this thing? Number four. Please write this number with 2 significant figures. Number 5. Using wavelengths from the visible and UV spectrum to proportionally measure the concentration of an unknown or known sample is called. What is the name of like the machine that we do this on, or like what kind of protocol is this? Definitely done a couple labs with this.
I was kind of close.
What's the name of this kind of technique? Similarly, going along with this technique. Number 6, this law states that we can proportionally measure our standards to UV visible light spectra to determine concentrations. So what's the name of the law that connects our concentrations to the UV light spectra? All right, once you have gotten all of those, I would love your sheets, turn them in. This is the halfway point. I'll take either one, whoever's got me your handwriting.
Oh, wait, why are you collecting that?
I'm gonna give them back to you in a moment. I gotta grade this out.
Wait,
Anyway, come back.
well, I guess they're the same.
They're the same.
They should be the same,
Yeah.
in theory.
While I'm checking over all of these and looking over your answers, I would love for you to decode this riddle. We have some weird elements here written up entirely by its electron orbitals.
I missed the picture.
Well,
Literally no idea.
well,
I'll be able to. Thank you. Thanks to review this, but I'm not. Well, fine.
We have a lead right now with the Camels. Blueberry donuts, you're doing well, and I will take I will buy some blueberry donuts if they have them. Everyone it's pretty tight overall. We're all doing pretty well. Good job.
There was a lot, but I don't remember one. Oh, because it's all mobile, but okay, sure. Like sticky.
You geniuses figure this one out yet? Do you have a question? Okay. All right, I'll give you like another 30 seconds on this one. And then we get to go to our next round, which is naming equations. All right, we good for decoding the riddle? Do you two need more time? Good. All right. For the next one, you're going to give me the name of the equation. There's going to be a couple equations coming up. Let's get started. What's the name of this equation? What is the name of this one equation? Number two. These two equations are examples of what kind of equation? I'll accept a couple different small answers. There's one that's more right than the rest, but all right. Number three. What's the name of this equation? What is the name of this one equation? All right, number 4. What's the name of this kind of equation? What's the name of this one? Number 5. What's the name of this equation? What's the name of this equation? Last one for this one. I will accept 2 answers for this one. What's the name of this equation? All right, this next round coming up is going to be true or false questions. Just give me true or false for them. All going to be a couple different statements. Number 1 for true or false. Oxidation reactions gain electrons. Number 2 for true or false. Endothermic reactions absorb energy. Number 3. Bond pair bonds pair have a lower repulsive force compared to lone pair electrons on an atom. So do groups that are bonding pairs that are near each other have a lower repulsive force compared to lone pair electrons? This is Ananda's lecture.
Yeah. I wrote it down at some point. I feel as though there was a time.
You got a 50% chance.
Oh, yeah. I guess so. He's always showing us new stuff.
All right, number 4. Cations have negative charges. Number 5. Ionic bonds are stronger than covalent bonds. Number 6, the last true or false. Hydrogen fluoride, it's a strong acid.
It's like at one point. One.
All right. For the last and final round, I'm going to give you something that's going to be an acronym, unit, or symbol, and you just have to tell me what is the long version of it. How would you write it out or say it? So let's start us off. Again, was the one who wrote all these questions. What's Vesper?
Like. Yes, I have them. Oh, no, you didn't. Okay, I have a few more notes, but I'm very.
What is Vesper? Number 3 or number 2, sorry. What's this? Nope, it really doesn't depend on what do I mean by that.
It's like various. You mean what the end is moles? What if it was?
There is like another version, but it's a capital M. Yeah, we're not getting into that's a Gen Chem 2 thing. All right, number 3. What's that little A with a hat?
Gosh. Oh my gosh, I know it too.
The beginning of the semester. Oh my gosh.
Why that's like a one here. I don't know if that's how you spell it.
Your team was doing well.
Oh. Well, you did.
You I'm not gonna go over points total until we all get there. Hmm?
Pepper, you brand that.
Oh. I know we talked about it in the early part of the semester. So number 4. What's this little triangle? Best way to attack any problem is a triangle. Thank you. It's a really bad one.
Oh, it'd be fun if we did a safety symbol. Or is that gonna be on here? That'd be so fun if it's like the little. Let's go.
Caustic or something. Strong oxidizer. All right. Number 5. What's our big M? And the last one for this section was going to be a lowercase q. Or just a q. Because we were inconsistent about it. What's a q?
Right.
Once you are good with your answers, just hold it up. I'll come and grab. And then we will crown a champion and go over all the answers together. Verbally, the one that has the.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you got that one. If you look at that. Yeah. This one, I never done that, I never know do that at all. So like.
Yeah. It's not, I don't remember it. Because I missed that lecture, like, this one, so we learned up, so that's what we started. So I just didn't learn.
I don't think that you can like most things.
No, you don't, but I would like to know,
Yeah, they-
probably going to be on the final.
I guess so.
Yeah, you're one thing.
But like, I feel like it's safe, it's probably, I don't know, I. Need to actually. I'm trying to work out how I got it.
Mm. All right, we have a team that came out on top and is victorious. The people who get to have donuts first. Leo Team Camel with 30 points total. In second place.
Did they get everything right?
What was their team name?
I don't
What
know.
were just,
29 points. You
Where's
got it
that
all?
one?
In second place.
And
Shit.
I'm fine.
y'all are very equally at
Give me.
third place. Congratulations. Well done, everybody. All right. Let's go back over all these questions, and I got to bring over a graph for that. What is number one? Specific heat. I'm going to actually go through here and just add in specific heat for number one. So we have a better version of this. What's this one? Of partial pressures. What's this? It's an acid. I say always because I was hoping for strong acid in this one, but acid worked and it was fine. What is the entropy of a pure crystalline substance at 0 degrees? What is that?
Very well.
There's all thermodynamics. Number 5, who came up with the original 2D model? It's the Bohr models. And then who accepts all of those? Bases. Bases are going to take our photons. All right. For the next ones, I need to grab a thingy thing. Hold on. Because I'm just going to copy paste. These ones had a lot of different things that could work as trends. If you got several of the things that actually work for them, I gave you credit. There's only one of them, which is number 2, that if you kind of didn't get the thing that I was looking for, that's the only one that I was like actually kind of critiquing more or less on this one. Hmm? What? The fact that they're all noble gases, is that it?
Yeah,
It's the thing that connects all of them together. I would hope you would recognize that they were noble gases. That's if you want to argue, you already won.
yeah, it's fine.
Great. I'll give you points back. Everyone gets an extra point. Congrats. All right. So as we are moving to this one, there's a couple things that were good, just like increasing atomic radius, electronegativity, internal energy. For this one, I wish that you recognize that they were noble gases, but
Because I was looking for something that like a thing that was gonna increase or decrease.
Oh, that's all you had to know about it. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Because I was like,
trying to know the name of like the group of them.
yeah.
There's also atomic radius, like there are multiple things that work. So I'm just gonna put this chart that like kind of helps summarize them.
Yeah.
For the next ones, pretty much the next 3 of them, all of them had electronegativity increasing, internal energy, or electron affinity, because all those trends go kind of hand in hand together. So for those next ones, there wasn't as much to say on them. It's only when we get to number 6 that we're kind of moving in the opposite way, where we're talking about them specifically decreasing in electronegativity or electron affinity. So that's it for those. What's the trend? How would we write out something like this?
722 times 10 to the power of -2.
2.723 times 10 to the -2. Great. How much should we pipette? For this one, I don't think anybody did it fast enough. We would just take 5 molar times volume 1 is equal to 0.25 molar
I should have known.
times 6. So let's go ahead. We're gonna go and pull out our calculator and we're what?
I got. See, I
It's literally right there on the board. It is still on the board.
It's not exactly on the board. It's
It is exactly on the board.
Right there.
the formula. I just needed these.
So the answer should be V1 equals 0.3 milliliter. I asked for it in microliters, so it's 300 mics. So, this one,
Wait, with this or
volumetric flask.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Like, what
No,
is
we
it?
got it wrong.
Number 4, how would I write this with 2 significant figures?
92,000.
92,000, great. Number 5, what's this called? What's this kind of technique where we're using all these visible lights? Spectrophotometer is the name of the instrument. I will accept that as an answer. Colorimetry or spectrophotography, which is when you're using a spectrophotometer. So I accepted a couple different variations on this one. And then what is the name of the law that we get to use when we're using a spectrophotometer? What relates our colors to actual concentrations? Here's law. Great. Cool. For this one, we need to know how are we going to actually try to look at all of these different orbitals. So also look, we got a new projector for this room, and you can actually see the colors of things for once. Holy crap. I know. I was floored. After one of the presentations, I was just like, this is unacceptable. So what we would have to do is we're going to look for something that starts off with argon as its base, and it's got to have all of these other orbitals. We could literally just go and scroll down this chart. So I'm going to look for something that has this 3D at 10, 4s at 2, 4p at 2. That is going to be uranium over here. So we got GE. That is going to be the first two letters. Then we've got the next one, which is again argon. Read at 8, 4s at 2. So I'm going to go and search through all of those ones. I've got I scrolled past it already. Where is nickel? Why am I not seeing nickel right now? Because it's you, sorry. Nickel right over here. Right, yeah. So we have GE and I. We've got two more elements over here. Does anyone want to take a guess what the next ones are going to be? So this big one over here is somewhere down at the bottom. It's going to be uranium. And then this last one with neon is going to be sulfur. Sulfur over here. So we have GENIUS. Genius. I thought it was great. I was very pleased with Ananda when she came up with this one. So decoding the riddle. GENI. I even said this out loud. I was just like, "You all are geniuses." Cool. What is the name of this? I think everybody got this one. Gibbs free energy. Great. This one, there's a couple different things. No, I don't want that. This one could be just like half reactions. I'm going to stop writing them as we'll do this later. This one can be half reactions. If you wrote redox reactions, I'll accept that. Half reaction was what I really wanted, but they're all fine. Here we've got the ideal gas law. We've got our reaction rates. We have density, so it's just mass over volume is density, what the rho is. And this one is for either internal energy or the first law of thermodynamics. Both of those are totally acceptable. Now we get our true false questions. Oxidation does not gain electrons. That should be false. Number 2, endothermic reactions absorb energy. True. So bonding pair and bonding pairs have a lower repulsive forces than lone pair ones. That's from Ananda's lecture. That is also true. It won't be something as hard as that one on the actual midterm, promise. Do cations have negative charges? No. Ionic bonds are stronger than covalent. True. And then hydrofluoric acid is a strong acid. Yes, it is. It's kind of in the name. It's pretty explosive. It's bad. Last group, acronyms. What's VESPR? Great. Valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. Then we've got nanograms. We've got the angstrom, which I don't think anybody actually wrote the word angstrom. Like one, you did? You wrote angstrom? Okay, great. I remember one group I think I gave credit to you, maybe? No.
They got
Somebody wrote something. Somebody, no, there's a big enough point differential. I don't remember. Somebody wrote something that was just like the mass of an atom or something. And I was like, all right, that's fine enough. Then we've got delta, molarity, and heat or energy, internal energy works. Yeah. You did? Did you just write energy or internal energy? Because otherwise that's an E. Sorry. Energy versus internal energy does have slight differences. Not too bad. Cool. We'll see how it goes on Wednesday. I have a couple things for you to do today for the rest of this class period. Bamboo printer, not Amy. So some of this is all on Moodle, and you can do this on Moodle if you prefer. That would be totally fine. This is the other class. I'm going to go onto our Moodle. Here, take one, pass it around. So if you prefer to type out your answers, you are welcome to do this online because there's an online version. So there's 3 things that you're going to do. There is going to be these gray water questions. This can be done on this paper that you were getting passed around, or you can write it out online. This is just some of your thoughts and opinions about working with a bigger project, because this class actually works with it a little bit more extensively than my other course. Please fill this out. That's number one. Number two is evaluation considerations. If you had several illnesses or something else, or there's something that you're just really proud of that you did, like your social justice presentation, and you want me to emphasize that in your evaluation, tell it to me in your evaluation considerations. That is for you to give me feedback. The very last thing that I would like for you to do, and this is where I have to leave, is you are going to do your class evaluations. So if you were to go onto the hub, yours is going to look a little bit different than my hub. And if you were to click on our class, I'm not going to click on the link in front of you. But if you were to click on our class, off to the side, you have both Gen Chem 1 and the lab section where you can leave two different kinds of feedbacks. Offering feedback to me is a really important and good way for me. It goes into what?
I'm at the top.
What at the top? What?
There I am. At the
Oh.
top.
Yeah, we got you in Rio for my independent study next semester. Leaving feedback for this class would be really helpful, especially since this is my first time teaching this chem class, and I'm pretty proud with how it went so far. But there's also things that I want to do to tweak, like trying to get you a printout of all the notes ahead of time so that you just have to come to class and fill in blanks. That would be like a really nice thing. But we couldn't do that this year because I didn't know what was going to happen until it happened. So 3 things: gray water thing, you've got your evaluation considerations, and technically 4 things, these 2 things. What's up?
Do I have to do the gray water thing if I did 2 hours ago?
The what?
Do I have to do the gray water thing again if I did 2 hours?
This is for a different class, so yes, please do. So, cool, I'm gonna go leave.